confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't get them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Say what's up to me in the chat. Let me know that you all are listening. Also, when you have a moment, please do me a favor and follow my backup channel. It is called LexX. That is LEXEX. And you'll also see the link in the description below. Also, when you have a moment, please follow me on all my socials. You can find me at Lexus Exodus everywhere. That includes Facebook and Instagram. Also on TikTok, even though they tried to cancel your girl, I'm back. So please take a second and follow me on my social media platforms. I'd love to see you guys over there. So last week, I talked about real high-value men. And we discussed real alpha men and how there's been this trend of them calling out the Dusties lately. They've been calling them out left and right. Brad been putting the Nignogs on blast for creating fatherless homes. All these videos have gone viral of him calling these fools out for refusing to work, for wanting great wives, but not being good husbands. And I don't know if there's something in the water. Someone in my comments said we're in the age of Aquarius. I don't know if Mercury is in microbraid or something. I don't know what the hell is happening. But for whatever reason, Brad is not holding back. He ain't mincing words. He ain't trying to tiptoe around these Dusties' feelings, trying to be politically correct anymore. No, he's fed up with your bullish and he's telling it like it is. So last week we covered back-to-back videos that had gone viral. Video after video, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it was at least 6, maybe 7 videos that went viral last week of Zaddy chin-checking these fools. And the Dusties were triggered, y'all. I'm telling you guys, I got so many trolls in my comments. But here's the thing that Dusties don't understand. The more you interact, the more you engage with a video, even if it's hate watching, it's still a view. So I got 400,000 views off of just a few videos. And of course, that pushed it up the algorithm and it made all of those videos go even more viral. So shout out to you Dusty Trigger Tyrones who boosted my videos up the algorithm and caused my message to spread. I saw so many women who were new to the divestment community co-signing my messaging, co-signing my channel, lots of new subbies. So shout out to you. And just to show you Dusties my appreciation, because I'm a petty bitch, I'm going to stand 10 toes down tonight. And now we back with part 2. And we're going to watch more videos of Zaddy sunning these fools. So let's get into it. So I want to watch this first video of a real high value male who checks a dusty, denigrating woman saying that they have used vaginas.
You are chasing a woman with a used vagina, a disrespectful mouth.
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, this must be a joke, right? Because I refuse to believe
that you actually made that video, went back and looked at it and said, yep, that's the one. I'm posting it.
Same here.
So that poses the question, who hurt you? And point out on this diagram exactly where they hurt you. And side note, I read somewhere that women prefer the term certified pre-loved, not used. And for those of y'all who don't know exactly what he was trying to say in that video, I've translated it for you. The internet fuels my hatred of women caused by my insecurities by giving me a never-ending stream of pictures and videos of women I'll never have the courage to talk to. This in turn transformed me into a bitter, jaded ass who sees women as nothing more than physical property that won't sleep with me. I have nothing to offer women but my disdain and desperation. And we ain't gonna talk about what them disrespectful mouths do, though. So anyway, I'm really hoping it was a joke.
Dusty, you thought you ate, huh? You thought you ate. And this is a trivial mess these fools are focused on. Instead of focusing on navigating all of this so-called oppression, and instead of figuring out how to cultivate assets and how to fight against racism, instead of building businesses and infrastructure, instead of figuring out how to get the white man's knee off their necks, they talking about childish-ish like used vaginas. And it's like, you are really dumb. You are so dumb. For real, just dusty and dumb. Because at your big old age, Dusty, any woman that you mess with is going to already have messed with someone else. Idiot. Duh. Unless you have an inclination for very young girls, which wouldn't surprise me because most of you Dusties do. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to get into this next alpha male's video who participates in a Dusty's challenge, and it does not end well, but it's pretty funny. So let's watch this.
Tell me you white without telling me you white.
All right, I got something for this.
Let's watch that again because it happened pretty quickly, just in case you missed it.
Tell me you white without telling me you white.
All right, I got something for this.
Child, y'all. Holy shit. When I tell y'all, I first saw this and I hollered. I cackled. I laughed so loud, my dog started barking. They was like, what the hell is going on? Are you in distress? Because that's how loud I laughed, y'all. This is a mess. This fool talking about tell me you white without telling me you white. It's like, be careful what you ask for, fool. Because y'all think y'all are doing a good job hiding all this degeneracy. Y'all live in these echo chambers where you regurgitate the same tired talking points to one another. You don't live in the real world where the rest of us live. Y'all exist in these damn circle jerks where y'all patting each other on the backs for very dismal accomplishments. Y'all like, oh, we make $40,000 a year on average. We're high value. Like very minimal, mediocre accomplishments. Meanwhile, Black women like myself make that in our sleep. I made that easily day trading this past year. The whole time, though, your slip is showing, Dusty. Your slip is showing. Everyone sees how dusty you are. This man said the difference between me and you is I come home to my children, you big dummy. Your slip is showing. Yes, white Nubian king. Come through. That shit was funny as hell. Okay, let's get into this next clip of another alpha judge airing these fools out and letting them know that they are worse than those boys in the white hoods, y'all. So let's watch this and then we'll talk through.
I'm tired of seeing Black men shooting at each other in this community, in this nation. I don't understand it. I grew up in a time when people wore white robes and they shot at Black people. And now we see young Black men wearing black hoodies shooting at black men and doing a much more effective job than the Klan ever thought about doing. I'm sick of it. Of course, the only thing I can do is shout it from here. No one seems to listen. I'm tired of seeing young black men shooting at each other in this community, in this nation. I don't understand it. I grew up in a time when people wore white robes and they shot at black people. And now we see young black men wearing black hoodies shooting at black men and doing a much more effective job than the Klan ever thought about doing. I'm sick of it. Of course, the only thing I can do is shout it from here. No one seems to listen.
Mic drop. Mic drop. I'm telling y'all, 2022 is the year of reckoning. And again, I heard a commenter say that it's the age of Aquarius. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm not very knowledgeable about astrology. Those of you who are, please feel free to chime in down below and educate us. But it's clear that there is a shift occurring universally. I mean, we initially saw it occur with all the BLM backlash, y'all glorifying GF, turning him into some type of martyr when he has a documented history of harming pregnant women. Same with Rayshard Brooks, when it was clear that he was drunk and driving. Then he physically assaulted the police when they were trying to be nice to him. As a matter of fact, I really do feel like the only buffer protecting you Dusties was black women. We were the only ones stupid enough out there hooping and hollering, throwing on capes, standing in a line of gunfire, risking our lives, enabling and coddling this bullish. Now that collectively there's an awakening occurring and we're burning the capes in 2022, it's open season on you niggas. Because I've never seen other groups of men be so vocal and be so emboldened. You know, he ain't worried about backlash. He's not worried about getting canceled. And it's because it's true. It's true. Like, please don't talk to me about oppression and racism and police brutality when you're offing off one another better than a white supremacist would. You're doing their jobs for them. So no, we don't give a F until you give a F. You don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Those are words of an alpha, y'all. Okay?
Exes. Shout out to my exes.
Hey, y'all. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. If you didn't know already, Black women are beautiful. Black women are intelligent and incredible. Black women are phenomenal and make great wives and mothers.
I want to speak to your manager.
Black women should be respected and deserve to be loved.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Black women deserve to be treated like human beings at least. Listen, guys, if you're like me, you are so tired of your favorite Black female content creators getting harassed by the trolls, silenced on social media, and censored by YouTube. We work so hard to stand up for Black women, and although YouTube allows us to be regularly berated, ridiculed, and degraded by Dusties every day on the platform, as soon as we say one word to clap back, we're threatened with channel violations and are told to be silent or we will have our platforms removed. The biased algorithms, inconsistently enforced policies, and persistent trolling on YouTube is unacceptable and needs to stop. If you agree, meet me over on my Patreon, where you will be able to access completely raw, unfiltered, exclusive Lexus Exodus content. You will be able to access uncut, uncensored, and ad-free content, 2 bonus videos a week, access to the private Discord community, and much, much more. So meet me over on the Patreon at patreon.com/LexusExodus. The link is also in the description below.
Shout out to my exes.
So let's watch this next clip of Fugly and Fu getting dragged by real alpha men on the Flagrant podcast. And shout out to our good sis Shay, who shared this with me, of these fools, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, getting roasted, getting their asses handed to them after denigrating Black women. So let's watch this, and then we will talk through.
Preferences, bro.
Preferences.
Like, I want to
here's
know
where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Well, I'm not saying I don't have a problem with the joke, but I have empathy for trying to be funny, and then it comes out fucked up, and then everybody's on your neck.
Exactly.
That's something.
Yes, yeah.
Al can speak to Black a lot more. I can speak to, you're trying to be funny. It comes out fucked up. That's not what you meant. What I don't like, what I find corny as fuck, is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. It's just, those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny between, that's just my thing.
Like, Akash is the extreme. Like, Akash only dates brown.
Oh, okay.
Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
so
Indian
this
woman.
is
that was
like
important
loyal
to me.
through and through.
Okay.
And I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is...
Child. So listen, Toucan Sam, Timon, and Pumbaa are so damn ugly. They are so ugly. We've already established that they are absolutely hideous. I'm not sure why anyone tunes into this podcast at all, because they are so unattractive. They are eyesores. They are nothing to look at. They're dumb as well. They're bumbling. They're inarticulate. They're mumbling fools. So I'm not sure what the appeal is, but we've already established how ugly they are and how stupid they sound. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this clip. So first off, let's observe how in a room full of real alpha men, these men become deflated. They become submissive. It's like, stand up straight and put some bass in your voice, Nignog. All that bravado and machismo and all that smoke, their chest being puffed up in a room full of women on their podcast, that changes quite quickly when you're surrounded by real men. Akash says you're corny, flat out. He says, boo, boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, boo, you're corny, cornball. And he calls them out. Let's keep watching, though, because it gets good.
The way they said they didn't like it. Like, that's what I was, like, bothered by the clip. It's like, you guys go out of your way to say what you don't like, even though that's not what you're discussing. It's like, your preference is what you do like. But then the way in which you went about how you don't like Black women, oh, I don't like the ratchet, I don't like the ghetto, I don't like the Shaniquas. Like, that's, like, if you are a white person saying all that, that's racist shit. And I'm just disappointed in you guys as Black men to be talking about our sisters like that. So you don't have a problem with the way you spoke about your sisters like that? Like, if it was him saying the same thing, you would be upset.
No.
So if he was like, oh, I don't like ghetto Black women, I don't like Shaniquas.
It wouldn't bother me.
That's the preference. Wow.
Because the thing is that
that's lame.
The only thing I can control is my reactions to what happens in the world. Like, the world is not a fun, it's not like a rosy place where everyone is gonna not be biased or not be racist or whatever. Like, I understand that there's gonna be people that are inherently racist. It is what it is. The only thing I can control is my emotions to it. So I don't get mad about what people say because that's just the way things are. The world doesn't owe me understanding.
See what I mean about them just being a bunch of pussies? So he asked them a very direct question and said, hey, Dusty, no one cares what your preferences are. Please just leave Black women out of it. Please. And this damn dummy starts deflecting and starts talking about how he can't control the world. Do you see what I mean here? Just dumb. Just low-level comprehension skills, inarticulate, mumbling and bumbling. Can somebody share with me what the appeal is here? Because these fools are absolutely ugly. They're highly unattractive. They are nothing to look at. They're obviously uneducated. They're very inarticulate. Yet they got all these viewers. It's like only a group of incels will buy into what they're saying. It's the damn blind leading the blind. All right, let's keep going.
To have the
Yeah,
conversation.
well, it does bother me
I-
that I think it's not racist, it's self-loathing, which to me, I don't particularly give a fuck how any other race looks at us. I give a fuck how we look at ourselves. So if I saw an Indian saying some shit like that, that would bother me more. Andrew told me he doesn't like Indian girls all the time. That's great. Don't date him. That's good for me. But when an Indian says that shit, then it's like, yo,
I do that because you say you don't like white women.
I know. And
But if you
isn't-
keep this up,
but
I'm
isn't
going to
that
divorce my wife and fuck a lot of Indian chicks just to prove you wrong.
Isn't that refreshing from a minority though? You look at how the rest of them are acting. But I have a problem with somebody that I feel is self-loathing, and I'm not going to be as offended because you're not from where I'm from. But if I was black and I was Alex, I'd be like, yo, that is more than racist is self-loathing, and that bothers me.
What do you
People on
guys
the
say
platform.
about that?
what you're saying.
Like, do you guys? So let's remove the racism thing here.
Yeah.
What about? Do you think it has anything to do with self-loathing? Is there any like kind of like internalized hatred, which might not even be your fault? It might be like the surroundings you were in and made you feel like these girls weren't good enough for you.
I would say honestly, bro, like just experience, man. Like,
Yeah.
for example, like you said earlier, if I met a girl that's like feminine, submissive, and like black, I could date her. And like in the past, like I told you, I had a yacht party. She was the only black girl there. I was dating her. So it's like, it's not I hate black women. It's more like experience shows me that, hey, for whatever reason, like, you know, if I find somebody with those traits, I'll date them.
So this is interesting. A buddy of mine.
And we have different opinions on it, you know.
Oh,
but-
well, go. I want to hear yours. I
Oh,
want to
yeah,
hear yours.
I mean, it's just like what I'm saying is that like it's not our normal preference, as in like it's not what I normally date. But if you were to take 10 girls that I've dated in the past, maybe 1 or 2 of them would be black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the normal thing I go for. And as far as like me being offended if someone were to say something about a race or whatever, like I said, I wouldn't personally be offended by it. You know, like we make jokes on everyone, so it's like, hey man, we make fun of Asian girls, white girls.
Again, I don't have an issue with the joke. I have an issue with the mentality.
Yeah.
Let's pause there. Bingo. Come on, Alpha Zaddy. And I've never found Akash attractive prior to listening to this video. I forget what the term is when you're attracted to someone's intellect and their intelligence, but that's how I am. I think it's very appealing and very attractive and very masculine how he stood 10 toes down and said, I don't give a fuck what preferences you have. You don't get to be stupid and denigrate black women, Dusty. You sound dumb as fuck. Y'all, he said they were self-loathing. It's like even Andrew said it. Even Zaddy was like, yeah, I know you worship me and you want to be me so bad. I know you hate yourself and that's why you pedestalize anything non-black. Y'all, this is a mess. Let's keep going.
Like say, hey, I misspoke. I told the bad joke, but you guys are doubling down and saying that you're like, there's nothing wrong with what I said.
Nope. There's nothing wrong at all.
But I don't.
like,
but that's
that's
cap.
bull-
Y'all both said that you date black women as long as they fit the things that you want.
It's not our normal preference.
But like,
you know,
but like, okay. You're taking Dabbling Dark as like every black girl. We're saying LaQuisha LaShonda. I'm not dating no hood black chick, bro. Hell no.
And you're not willing to back off
just
on
that
that.
there's a lot of reading into this clip from like a year ago of us just
bro,
having a
but
good time
you're making
talking
it
on
about the
pod.
clip. I'm making it about what you're saying right now.
Yes.
My preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that fucks white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the fuck has everybody gonna dabble in everything? It is the mentality that I have an issue with. And Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And the words bothered him, but I think the mentality would still be troublesome to him, where it's like, what is, I need a girl that's submissive. Like that's, if y'all are really trying to help men.
That is nice, bro, because
That's
I
nice.
got one that's
That's
not,
nice.
and that's
It's nice,
difficult,
but it's a
bro.
lot of shit
We love
that,
Asian
It's
girls.
difficult, bro.
no, that's fine. A lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. It is. I saw a clip where you were like, "Oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do? I don't get married. Just don't get married." You actually trying to help men? Or are you talking to fucking incels who are 18 years old? You know what I mean? That's some shit you say to college. I'm gonna turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up?
This is embarrassing. Are y'all not embarrassed? You should be embarrassed. What did I tell y'all? This is just childish incel talk, just like Akash said. I said this verbatim on my last video about these fuckboys. These are men who were frustrated that they couldn't get women when they were broke because they're highly unattractive. They little nerdy dudes. They little dorky dudes that got stuffed in lockers in high school. And now that they got a few coins, they got a chip on their shoulder. So they're denigrating the women who rejected them. Ladies, you know how it is when a dude will try to approach you and will ask you for your number or something. And after you decline and say, you know what, nah, I got a boyfriend, or no, I'm not really interested. Then all of a sudden you an ugly, fat, black, too skinny, unattractive hoe. That's what these incels do. That's what they do. They're interested in you. So these guys were interested in several black girls when they were younger. Black girls were disinterested. They probably friend zoned them. They said, you're not my type. You're Shrek face. You look like a toad. Now it's revenge of the nerds. Child, I can't. So enough of that, because that video gets very lengthy. If you guys want to watch it, I encourage you to go ahead and watch it, because these fools dragged these dusties and called them out on their bull this whole video, and it is a very interesting watch. Anyway, apparently another Brad has exposed pictures of these dudes in bed with other men. Y'all, here goes Zaddy exposing them. So here we see Toucan Sam, the bald one, on the left, kissing Brad. And then on the right, we see some type of freaky-ish popping off. It says, the caption says they were in Georgia, and we see 3 men in the bed, topless. I'm not going to get into this man's video. I just want to emphasize how I've said this before. First off, Brad is calling them out on their bullish and is holding them accountable. It's like, how you want to be a straight dating coach, supposedly teaching men how to get women. Meanwhile, you are a closeted male. It makes no sense. Like, do what you do. But in 2022, you're going to get called out for your hypocrisy. I've told y'all, the reason these dusty dating coaches are so hateful and vitriolic is because they are in direct competition with you for the men that you have access to, black women. They hate that you're dating non-black men because they want to date non-black men. This is proof. You know, first we saw Karen Scamuels being dragged for having a glitch in his bed. Now Fugly and Fuckboy is photographed in the bed with 2 zaddies, 2 muscular zaddies. You know, I can't blame you. These are handsome men. I understand. You want to be able to suck coral color cock too, Dusty. Like my good sis Brooklyn. If you say it in the Patreon. It's true. These are closeted males who are envious of you, black women. This is why they're so vitriolic and hateful towards you. This is why they talk about they don't want to date Shaniquas and dark riders, or whatever the hell he said, night riders, whatever stupid ish she said. They're trying to denigrate and belittle your image in the eyes of other men because they want access to those men. You know, they talk about this BBC so much. Meanwhile, they obsessed with CCC. They want to ride coral colored cock too. Y'all, this is why they hate Divestopia so much. It's why they stay in my comments all weekend. All damn weekend. When I tell you I had thousands of dusties in my comments. Triggered. These men want access to the same men that you do. But thank God, true alpha men, truly high value men are calling them out on their bullish. They're saying, we understand that you're the least performing male. You're unemployed collectively. You're undereducated. You make on average $40,000 a year. You're broke. You're busted and disgusted. A lot of you are also closeted. Shout out to Alpha Zaddy for being men and holding men accountable. All right. That's all I got. Until next time. See you guys. Bye.
if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.